the Bad Batch coming out on Tuesday, today I'll be giving you my what if on what would have happened if the Bad Batch fought Delta Squad. Before we get into this, I'll give you some background on them both. The Grand Army of the Republic consisted of clone commando squads. One of them was Delta Squad, who consisted of 4 clone commandos: Clone Sergeant Boss, second in command Fixer, Scorch and Sev. And the Bad Batch, another clone commando squad, was a clone squad special forces that was active during the Clone Wars. The squad consisted of Hunter, a clone with enhanced sensibilities, who was their sergeant, and then Crosshair, a clone with keen eyesight and marksmanship that allowed him to excel in long-distance firefights, Wrecker, a reckless clone with enhanced muscular form, Tech, a clone with enhanced mental capacity and intelligence, and Echo, a clone who had been tortured for his mind by the Separatists and then given cybernetic limbs and then joined the Bad Batch. This fight will take place on Kashyyyk, where the Delta Squad will be positioned on the beach with Sev in the trees in a sniper position, Boss, Scorch and Fixer on the beach ready to attack the incoming ship, but that instead of landing, 5 people jumped out. The moment Boss saw them, he would order the Delta Squad to attack. The men on the beach would charge, unlike clone commandos, and Sev in the trees would start firing, and one of his shots would come at the feet of Hunter and Tech. With their combined mind, they would be able to work out the exact position of Sev and give Crosshair that location. In a matter of minutes, Sev was taken out of the fight. A shot to the shoulder, 1 shot, Crosshair, and the Delta Squad were down to 3 in the battle. Sev would still be alive, but not able to participate in the battle. Echo and Wrecker would move to the left, and Tech, Crosshair, and Hunter would move to the right. Wrecker would try flank behind, while Echo would follow him to try work out what the tactics of the Delta Squad were using. This would give him a really good idea of how they could attack. And with Wrecker behind them, they would have to move into a triangle, with Boss facing Hunter and Wrecker being faced by Scorch. And Fixer would be trying to make a device that could cause a distraction. But the moment he managed to get the parts out from his backpack, the device would have been blown out of his hands by a precise shot from Crosshair. This would leave 2 members of the Delta Squad still in action. Fixer, after the shot, would have taken some damage and be on the ground. Boss would try make an escape, but the Bad Batch would keep firing. But then, Sev would get up, and he would fire down, and Hunter would watch as Tech's helmet got blown off. Tech would then be down, and Crosshair would fire 4 more plasma bolts up at Sev. Sev would manage to duck 2 of them, but the other one would hit him in the other shoulder, render him unable to hold anything. With this, Fixer would try rebuild the device, but it was too gone. And it being a 2 vs 4 situation, Boss would use a tactic that he'd never used before. They would both attack one side, and that would be Boss attacking Hunter and Crosshair, while Scorch attacked Echo and Wrecker. Echo would not know what was coming, but he'd be prepared. He'd have dual blaster pistols out and ready to defend. This would leave the Bad Batch on the defensive side, and they would have to come up with something that would get them out of the trouble they were in. Then Crosshair would come up with it. If he shot a precise bullet at the moment that he knew, he would see that the tree, one of its branches was loose, and if he shot it while the wind was blowing, it would be enough tension for it to fall off, and it would take out Scorch, who was charging at Wrecker and Echo. But Wrecker wouldn't be aware of this plan, and he would charge back, and when the branch fell, it would take out both Wrecker and Scorch. But Wrecker would be able to hold it up. Scorch would be injured, but he would be thankful to Wrecker for saving his life. This would make him not fight, and Boss would be the only one fighting, and the Bad Batch would slowly close in on him. But he would have to get away. He wouldn't be captured. And that would be when he would just fire everywhere. He wouldn't have any thought. And the Bad Batch would fire at his knee. This would stop him firing and stop him attacking, but without killing him. So overall, I think the Bad Batch would win, as they know more and they're not restricted into rules, and they wouldn't kill any of them, because even though they're mutated clones, they would still not want to kill a clone. And with Bad Batch coming out, it looks like they might have to kill clones, but I think they would have had more of attachments to these clones because they're clone commandos, not just, as they call them, regs. But if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more from my channel when they come out, hit that notification bell and comment down below any other what ifs of this Star Wars Versus series you'd like to see. But that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And this is Star Wars Productions signing off.